Alright, so let me get back in the car. I just looked up an article on one of my emails, and it says that there's a GOP bill passing through the United States that's gonna, I guess, more than likely try to eradicate, not really eradicate, but make harder to be able to put things out on their taxes. I don't really think that version of the bill is probably going to not pass, but just in case it does, I'd say people have been trying so hard to get not really rid of the middle class, but to eradicate what people would call average work making, like minimum wage and a whole bunch of different other stuff like that. But there's gonna be I think there's gonna be a surge of stuff that people don't even understand, and it's gonna change the way people actually look at their world. So look out! I'm going to hit that motorcycle driver. Shit! Alright. Let's move it though. We'll get through. But when trying to when I try to make sure that I can that I'm able to do different things, I'm able to want different things or something like that. I kind of look to a certain number of people sometimes because of the fact that I am in a paid system. And also, some people may say that I can't get out of it, but eventually I can. I'm pretty high functioning, and it's only the fact that I had, I'd say that I had like a want to spend, I guess, a lot, and every single month I wouldn't have any money left. So but also in the same sense, I can't save that much money because on one of my contracts, I think I saw that that through Social Security or through any sort of disability, I can't get more than I'd say more than a certain amount. I'd say like not even. I see some bad drivers, but you. Not even over $2,000. If I have anything over $2,000, then they will garnish it back. And that's kind of sucky, and that's the reason why I hate disability, because I cannot actually make wealth or make anything or make any sort of savings at all, and that's the reason why. I mean, and also I can save like $100 here, $100 there, or something like that, or not like as thing. I can put it away for like a rainy day or something like that. But other than that, I can't really save up money and compound it. So that's the reason why I hate disability. It's always been kind of like an Achilles heel. And if I made more than $1,000 a month, then at a job that I was doing, then I would probably end up not being able to afford anything because. And what I'm trying to do with this car is I'm trying to beat the ever-living shit out of it, and to let everybody know that this is it's a metaphor, okay? It's a metaphor because I know that there are certain degrees of I left it, gosh. I know that there are certain degrees of me wanting to be able to be independent from a system that basically put me through mental, I'd say, duress, I guess. And also too, in a life that's been constantly bombarded with agenda or let's say run, 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 run. Okay. Understanding though that
suspect is missing. Who has eyes? Suspect is on foot. We're hovering above him.
son of a bitch. Ah, this is bullshit. I was lacing my new shoes because I bought I was able to buy these things, these elastic lacing system. I don't have to tie my shoe ever fucking again. Not to say that I'm not going to be touching my toes at all, but it's just annoying as shit, and it's time consuming. So, and also too, like, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, then I'm going to need to put my shoes on very quickly, you know? So, hey, there's that. If ever there's an emergency, I'd much rather be able to just slip my shoes on instead of having to either A, slip my shoes on and then have my shoes dangle a lot, basically, or have to stay in one place for at least 5 minutes, and not 5 minutes, but like I'd say like 2 to 3 minutes. But I mean, it'll save me energy, and it'll save me the time out of my day to be able to do different other stuff that I want to do. So it's the whole reason I'm doing it. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because I'm proactive. and I don't have proactive. I'm not selling any skin treatment. You got to do the test sometimes, man. When you're riding, and you got to just like, yeah, no, when you're riding through the video game world, you just got to T-bone another car to make sure that your car is better. It's merely because you're driving it, obviously. Yeah, because like immediately, like that's the line of code that what it does. It's like anything in your, since you are, what's the word? Since you are the main, like basically the main source of information that's a point, a fanatical point on the map, basically. Since you are that main point, you are invulnerable a little bit longer than any other character, seeing as you are the main character. So I'm getting better at this. Oh man.
This was a nice car. Oh, too close. What is this bullshit?
Yeah. All right. So I understand a little bit of stuff about politics, but not too much. I know that it means that I won't be able to itemize my deductions whenever I do become a full-fledged artist, and I basically incorporate myself, or become an independent worker for a firm that's hiring me temporarily, stuff like that. But also too, I mean, it means that that people can't take advantage of a system sometimes, but also too, it means certain things for me, and because I am I don't know what color state I am, or what I don't know what blue state or red state means, but I also know that that whatever it's like I assume that blue state means a blue collar state, like a worker state, and because I know that it doesn't mean Republican or Democrat or anything like that. I also think that red state means higher ups, or passed down wealth, I guess, or basically I don't know. Hold on one second. I gotta let my dog out. Or not my dog, my landlord's dog. Wumbo, outside. Yeah, he does.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep tonight. I'm gonna take 2 Xanax.
I always tell you not to do that stuff.
I always do it the first time I get refilled.
Yep. That's what happens.
But then after that, all I take is a half of one, like every 3 days or something.
Sometimes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is Jacob back yet?
Yeah, Jacob's. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's sleeping?
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Yeah,
He's in Brandon's bed right now, and I don't know why, because I was sleeping in mine, and he thought I was naked or something, probably.
Sleep in there? There's nobody else sleeping in there?
Yeah, I guess.
I did.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Which I'm sure he's tired as he got me.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, Bo. Stop it.
Oh! Good goddamn break. It's too fucking. I'm still tired.
All right, so.
Cranky.
Calm down, Bo. Calm down. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, I couldn't read that upstairs. Season 4, episode 5.
You have 5 episodes until the end of the series?
No, I'm on season 4, episode 5. I don't know how many series there are. How many episodes there are?
There's a lot.
Series.
There's a good bit.
I keep thinking, oh, this has got to be it because he's done everything, you know. He's
married,
he's killed everybody.
Yeah.
And then something else gets totally fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. She's my landlord is landlord/roommate is referencing towards Dexter, and she just got into it, so.
It's been years. I watched it when it first came out. I watched like the first season, maybe the second season, and I don't even remember. That's how long it's been. I mean, this show's been out for a long time, huh?
Yeah, it's been out since like.
It's like
2011.
6 Feet Under used to be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I tried watching that. That thing is so past.
Yeah.
You know.
Stop, Bo. Stop.
Bo?
It got canceled too. So.
Did it get canceled?
Yeah. I don't know why it got canceled.
It was really good for a while, but then I started at season 1 because I knew it'd been years since I watched it. But God, it's almost like something that came out when I was 15.
So.
I mean, it was boring the shit out of me.
What, 6 Feet Under?
Yeah. And I remember it being really good. I thought it was. Of course, I thought True Blood was really fucking good. I haven't tried watched that one, because it'll probably piss me off too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's True Blood is not as good as once
Dylan
thought.
got into it, I think it was last year. But then he quit watching it. Because I remember with True Blood, it was really good. And then he just got stupid.
Sorry.
I love witches and elves and bullshit. And it's
I
a
know, but
fantasy
it was
thing.
over the top. I mean, it's a vampire fucking movie.
That doesn't mean anything. Vampires entail other things.
Anyway, it just got stupid. They went over the top.
Alright.
I know. You watch it?
Of course, I would do that. I would watch that because of... I like that when the fairies came in and they had... Or not the fairies, but the gypsy fairies. And they had that top, circus top thing that was like basically completely invisible in another freaking dimension or whatever. And then they had like a whole bunch of like, I don't know, it's whatever.
For some reason, all these shoes are on the coffee table.
Because I'm trading out laces for them, basically. Yeah, I'm doing. See, look, these are my elastic laces right here. So these are reflective and black. It's pretty awesome.
Do they stay tied like mine don't?
Yeah, they just stay like that. I actually have anchors on the inside of the shoe. That's really kind of cool.
I love my boots, but
Yeah. And also, do you have? I need scissors and I need a lighter. I'm gonna do this. Okay,
I'm gonna be
this is the
using
cut where it
Holy
says.
shit! Ah!
Huh?
You fucking dick!
Yeah.
I told you my brother
Did you just
works 550.
So I guess I don't need blow to be confident.
motherfucker!
Citizens reporting shots fired on Palomino Avenue and Little Seoul.
piece of shit! Oh shit, sorry!
Oh my god!
Is this really happening? I hope you found it out! Don't act like a tough guy! Get out of the fucking way!
Say so.
Ah, this is total bullshit! Motherfucker! What is this bullshit? Ah, crap. Bullshit. Damn. Shit! What is this shit? Ah, this is total bullshit. Motherfucker!
Get out my grill! You looking for a summons?
Come on, bro. Time to move. I don't like this car.
Imbecile! oui.
Vamos the car, amigo.
Stop it! Tout de suite! I'm trying real hard to stay.
What is this bullshit? Crazy rednecks.
All right. Kind of didn't want to talk about personal life, so so I kind of took the headphones out. So
Not again!
Oh, shit.
I totally...
Oh, keep coolio, baby. It's just a car.
This ain't my fucking hit! Wow! Dickhead!
so what I was talking about earlier, I wanted to touch on, and I'm probably gonna go to another animation. So. Bo, quit it! Stop chasing the cat, weirdo. Alright, so, so what earlier I talked about, the GOP tax, reform, stuff like that, or it could mean a lot for different people, and it could mean something for my mom, my dad, it could mean a higher medical insurance, and it could mean pretty much anything. So what I'm trying to do, or how I'm trying to do it, but also too, it has to be seen. It has to be seen by by certain people in order to be able to be passed, and also it can be vetoed any time throughout that time to be passed. And also I just got run over by my own car. I was really talented, I think. I'm really talented because I ran over myself with my own car. But yes, that's basically what's going on. In reform, they're doing tax reform, and medical insurance might go up. So, but they said that for blue states, and I'm not sure what kind of state we are, but I know we're not a blue state. So, but also too, blue states are more, I guess, more worker oriented, I guess, and red states I think are free will workers, I guess, or at free
I'm gonna be
will
using your
workers.
car.
I don't know. So you can get a job more easily in red states, but in blue states, once you have your job, you'll be able to. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure exactly what it is, but that's me elaborating on stuff. So all right. But I mean, I don't really identify with any political party that much, so mostly independent. So I mean, we do have some conservative views. I definitely do not see eye to eye sometimes with people who are of the and also I voted Green Party, or not Green Party. I voted for Jill Stein. I think she was, yeah, she might have been for the Green Party. She stood for social justice, and yes, before alienating or assuming that any group of people who are working for someone's rights are terrorist groups, or before they start trying to hack people up because of what they think are injustices, before they start being characterized as such, I guess she meets with them, or talks with one of their leaders, or talks with one of the people that they saved or something, and whether or not people want to villainize it or not villainize it, because I think that a lot of different parties could have what's the word? You know, I mean, people try not to be experts in things, but every single time that someone wants to be an expert in something, everyone has a stipulation or a concern that they want to throw their way or something like that. Like, if I ever wanted to become a professional artist, and
Hey, the car!
when I ever wanted to become a professional artist, like my mom wasn't the most foremost expert on New York or anything like that, but I went to go to Pratt University, and I guess
Too close!
but also too, I mean, I'm not like, I mean, if my mom didn't want me to go there, or didn't feel as though that I was ready, then I think she might have been right. So, you know, because kind of I mean, I'm not in the same sense of like me being exactly like every other artist out there that does things that are more hyper-realism or anything like that.
What is this shit?
As opposed to what I am now, which is more of a cartoonistic comic book-esque sort of writer or artist. I think that would have it may have eventually affected my political views, and I don't know, because I guess I would have, I guess, gained certain values, like art imitates life. I mean, and also, art also imitates fiction, so art can imitate whatever it wants to. So basically, I'm a little bit, I'm not better off, but I'm in a different direction, and
This is total bullshit.
I'm in a different direction than I actually was. So And also too, I think comic books sell better than people who draw things that are completely realistic. And so sometimes people want to hide from their lives, or want to hide from reality sometimes, and that's, I guess, sometimes how certain certain things do so well. Like, yeah, beat the shit out of this car.
I don't like this car. Oh my God!
All right. Understanding though what that means as far as people's emotional states. People's emotional states will start to be higher in certain things, but also too, I think that what moreover he's cracking down on is how immigrants and people who just come to a country and do better than the people who have been there for over centuries. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or that's a horrible thing. I'm just saying that in order for us to become a better, well-oriented country and a better, well-oriented place where we can be employed literally across the board, or across the world, or into the entire world. Sometimes what people have done is, or what people would do is or what people would do is a medical, I guess, stuff, because sometimes people can come up with different excuses as to what kind of medical condition they have. Some people get it, like, literally, like, they even say sometimes that like 50 to 60% of the people that are actually in there are literally just after pain pills. It's a statistic that people actually do take into consideration. And that's the whole reason for this probably bill that's actually happening at all, is a bunch of people who are doing stupid shit and fucked up stuff to each other and trying to manipulate the system are basically making it harder for people who are actually trying to get better stuff for themselves, and or get better medication for themselves, or better anything for themselves. It's gonna be hectic, and people are going to realize that the more they try to take advantage of a system, the more that system won't work for them anymore. It makes me very, very angry, and it makes me, it makes people extremely angry to be able to try to work for a system that, let's see, like, let's see when I make that explosion. Four. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't really see eye to eye with some people who are saying that, oh, they're trying their big pharma or the big government. It's like, that's the reason why sometimes they step in, and that's the reason why government it does the things that it does. And we're gonna watch this explosion. Yes, that was beautiful, amazing. All right. But also understanding that that there are certain things out there that people don't understand for a reason sometimes, and also too, I'm gonna go online and see if I can read most of what actually is the bill, or what the bill entails, because what they're trying to do is find loopholes to be able to fix our national deficit. I can tell that the reason why they're bumping up on medical stuff and bumping up on government, bumping up on what government gets as far as things go, they're trying to, I'd say, minimize the requirements, minimize the damage done by certain pharmaceutical letdowns or some pharmaceutical upkeeps or pharmaceutical bugs or dumb things or loopholes that people take advantage of. Constantly just trying to fix those things. And people think that, oh, there's not going to be a government and if there's not a U.S. government, and it's like, yeah, there will be. It's like, and oh, they'll be better. No, they won't.
505 on Chum Street.
Because first of all, the first thing that goes is freedom of expression and arts.
Suspect eastbound in a
the first thing that goes is a form of entertainment, and people will be forced to look at certain things at a certain amount of time in a certain amount of the day, a certain amount of time in the day. And granted, they have the option to be able to do that, but they're not forced to do anything. Some people aren't even forced to follow law, or follow any sort of law. So in reality, what it actually will do if we seem to get pushed into a corner by what people think is a bad GOP thing, and it's like, I said, tell me that Republicans don't do reform. Tell me in an essay or in anything, in one sentence, give me one reason why Republicans do not do reform. And to give me one reason why Democrats don't spread the wealth as much as possible, to be able to create a sort of ecosystem with money and different stuff like that. Because that's what we are. Like, people can say whatever they want to say and however they want to say it, but they're also going to say that Democrats and Republicans, and they're not going to be able to hold this economy forever. And we are a democratic republic of capitalism, or a capitalistic democratic republic. And I really don't think we have the gall to be able to do it. Or the self-control. Because do we want to look like people who fight inside of GOPs because they don't see the same views or different things like that? Because it's already started to happen in America. And also probably it may have been faked, it may have been done, but seriously, that's what happens when people act stupid. When people think that they can get their their point across, no questions asked, or get their point across, no questions asked, but by any means necessary. I'm not talking about anyone that's racial or anything like that. I'm talking like bare minimum being not primeval or any sort of stupid bullshit, because everyone has it.
I hate to do this.
Everyone has those tendencies, and everyone's gonna wish that they didn't do that, or they didn't have those tendencies whenever like a certain government or a certain person takes over, because a certain person could take over. And I'm not saying that it has anything to do with Kim Jong-un or any other different things like that, but I'm saying that we have threats, and we have people that don't understand that. And also too, it may seem like an easy scapegoat, but you know what? It's not a scapegoat. It's never been a scapegoat. It never will be a scapegoat.
Hello? Is anyone...
Imbecile! Ain't the American Dream brand!
Only $92? They keep doing this. This is lame. But understanding 114, nice. Cool. But understanding that there are so many reasons why you could just there are so many reasons why people do things in politics. And there are so many reasons why people do what they do and say what they say. And in certain cases, people do not follow them for some reason sometimes because they think that for some reason they could just do exactly what they want. Like in this game. And granted, I have anger issues to take care of, and I have other things that I need to take care of as well. So, and also realize that through certain areas and through certain things, people have made a culture.
Oh man, are you high or something?
People have made a culture to be able to be hurt or to be able to be victimized. I'm not saying anything about a race, or I'm not saying about anything about anything. I'm just saying that stop being the victims. Stop it. Stop acting like everything is yours or your cross to bear. Because you're not a martyr. There are no more. It stopped happening when technology started taking over. And when people started actually realizing how to take care of each other. Instead of wanting to just take people's money and shit. Or when people stop being paranoid and thinking that everyone wanted to take their money. Instead of people who actually just wanted to be themselves and stop doing stupid shit, you know? But it's like with every excuse that you have and with everything that you can do, realizing your self-worth is sometimes the hardest thing to actually do. What you are worth and how you are worth doing something for. Or you're worth being able to pull yourself up out of the stupid shit that's going on in your life and push through and be able to push towards positive. Realizing that son of a bitch. Realizing that that you're worth not being looked over. Realize that you're worth being a certain person and being a good person to the way you want to be and how you want to be, but allowing that thing to be very positive. Or that thing to be what you want in life. Realize that there are no shortcuts. And the reason there are no shortcuts is because it's not because they want you to be like them. It's not because anyone wants you to mainstream anything or to do something stupid. And the mainstream can be used as a tool to be able to force people to be able to veer off the path that they would have actually really liked. But also too, I like the way that I am. Like, I like where I veered off to, or I like where I did the things that I did. But because I'm not hurting anyone, and I'm not hurting anything. No matter what, I wouldn't have done anything and hurt anyone. I believe in people. I want them to do well. Like Expert B29, I want you to think about the mad stuff you come up with, and to realize that sometimes you gotta work out your issues. And just because I work my issues out on something like a public platform, that doesn't mean that I'm to be taken seriously like a news person. But also too, doesn't mean that I'm any less credible, I guess. You know, because all I have to do is some research on a computer to be able to freaking, and not just research on a computer, but research on a few different subsets of websites that know exactly what they're talking about and wouldn't steer people wrong. Like research papers and different things like that. Like, there are so many different things to be able to figure out, and with those science research papers and different research letters and different things that people are saying and different things that people are doing to be able to make a better world, I guess that's news. That's news, right? I guess what people actually got into was they wanted to see a fight, or they wanted to see something like a clash or something like that. And that's like football mentality. And I played football in high school, but I never wanted to clash. I always wanted to win. Like, I never wanted to clash with anyone, or I never wanted to hit anyone. I didn't enjoy it, you know? And that's the same way my dad was, and he had to realize that he had to take a different path whenever he was in college, because he got offered a contract with the Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys, and they would have taken 60% of his signing bonus, and he would have had to work his ass off to be able to do different things and be able to make plays and make people do stuff. And I mean, he would have been able to do it, but also too, he would have had a large heart. And a lot of people don't know this. It has a lot to do with eating red meat and eating different things from us, like having a large or minimalized heart or different things like that. It's like people are stupid enough to believe that the stuff the stuff you eat isn't what you are, or isn't what you mimic, or even, it's dumb to me. I don't get it, man. Everyone eats red meat and freaking a whole bunch of different stuff, and I'm not saying that red meat's bad for you. I'm just saying that that in abundance, it can be your downfall as far as things go, because it basically just beats you up and pumps you up. So why wouldn't your heart get bigger because of it? And once you stop doing all of those different things because, oh, I want to go back to the way things were, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, you won't be able to. You'll have to keep doing a whole bunch of different stuff in order for you to keep your mass, your size, your anything, your strength. If you retire, you'll be nothing but flab. No matter if you were the rippedest dude or the fucking hugest dude, you'll have rickets or osteoporosis because of the fact is that once you stop doing a certain amount of things, you'll forget how to do not how to drink certain things, but your body will literally stop taking in vitamins sometimes. You'll create reflexes, and it's like, it sucks, man, but it really does. It really it happened for me, and I got bruises everywhere. What? Sometimes. Huh? What? You forgot? Alright, that's fine. I'll get them. It's cool. I gotta put these laces in my shoes. So. Alright. But remember, realize that, that no matter what you're doing or how you're doing it, and Bo, get inside. No matter what you're doing or how you're doing it, make sure that you're doing it to the best of your ability, and you're doing something positive for someone, because something positive for yourself and something positive for society. Realize that you can make people happy, and I'm not just talking about one dude in a cave or anything like that. I'm talking about and I'm not talking about one dude in some place where you think is your heaven. I'm talking about you for yourself, for what you believe and how you believe it, what you believe inside of you, and you can say that there's so many things that you have to do it wrong. You can say that there's so many things that I don't know, and oh, you're so young and naive, and it's like, yeah, I look young. I really do look young, but I had to grow up fast. I had to grow up quickly and to realize different things very quickly, and with that, I probably have a little bit wrong with me, but also too, I probably have a little bit right with me, because I made it out with my honor, my dignity, and myself, and granted, I don't need to tell people what I think or what I feel or anything like that. I don't need to tell anyone. Obviously, no one's probably going to listen. But understandably so. I mean, I really do like it when people talk to me. And I really do like it. And that's the whole reason I'm doing it online and on YouTube. So, I mean, if you listen, thank you. And if you're listening, if you don't get bored in mid-sentence when I'm doing something or how I'm doing something, if you don't like the quality, if you like the quality of, or if you don't like the quality of my microphone, then I don't know. It's not going to be a talk show. It's not going to be a thing. It's just going to have this makes me feel better, and this makes me think about things that I'm supposed to do for myself. Shut up, Bo! Shut up. Shut up. Calm down. But, I don't know. Things are changing, but also, too, things stay the same. So, I'm gonna take this. There we go. Okay. Amazing. All right. Thank you for listening if you ever do. And this has been Game Therapy with Joe Bomb Squad.